Hello and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. If you're new here, welcome in. I do hope you stay to the very end. And if you're not brand new and you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I'm glad to see your lovely face. Although I will warn you, young, old, new, been here before, today is going to be a difficult video to stomach. I do hope you stay, but I don't blame you if you don't, because we are going to be talking about stolen valor. So, if you're ready to go on an adventure with me, sit right by the fireplace and get yourself all warm and cozy as I tell you my adventure with Anna T. Kunter. Of course, before we get into the messenger with Anna, I will say all scammers are abhorrent troglodytes. Whether they are romance, celebrity, IT, recovery scams, doesn't matter. The guy selling you snake oil is still the guy selling you snake oil. At the end of the day, all they're trying to do is steal your money. However, stolen valor scammers are actually the worst of the worst, the lowest of the low of all of the scammers out there. Because these people, these troglodytes are actually taking something that was worked incredibly hard for, the valor, sorry, I'm trying to calm myself down. I don't want to get myself too riled up. Let's try that again. These troglodytes have gone and taken the identity of men and women who've actually put their life aside, put their well-being aside to go help in war, regardless if you agree with war or not. These men and women have gone to war for our respective countries. They have put their life on hold and they are fighting the fight to be able to have freedom of movement for us now and into the future. Those who steal valor do so not just to steal money from us, but they literally go like on Black Friday, all dressed to the nines, and they will, in the US and Canada, I think those are the only places that do Black Friday. I could be wrong. They go and they try to get deals, or they get extra money off of the Black Friday Monday money that it's insane. They look for any way to get accommodation that they do not deserve. I do apologize. I realize I'm babbling. I do so more than normal when I'm angry. I always babble, but when I'm angry or passionate, I babble a lot more. Anyway, regardless of if you spell valor V-A-L-O-U-R or V-A-L-O-R, it is a noun, and it is depicting great courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. Again, these men and women have died, are fighting for, and or are dying for you, me, and the guy next door in whatever war they happen to be in at the time. There is, in Australia, a penalty, which is the 30 penalty units or imprisonment for 6 months or both for those who steal valor. In the UK, there is no longer an offense for individuals to wear medals or decorations that were not awarded. However, people are campaigning to rectify this. Currently, only a few places in Europe adopt the same position as the UK. Most places are strict on stolen valor. In Canada and the US, in Canada, wearing a Canadian Forces uniform without authority is a summary conviction offense. Wearing a uniform that is similar to a Canadian Forces uniform is also a summary conviction offense. The Royal Canadian Legion takes stolen valor seriously and reports suspected criminal activity to local authorities. In the US, Stolen Valor Act of 2013 makes it a federal crime to falsely claim to receive military decorations or medals to obtain money or property. Stolen valor is the act of claiming to have served in the military or received military decorations when you have not. It can cause significant harm to those who have served. Furthermore, stolen valor degrades the honor and sacrifices of those who have served, and it can be used, like I said before, to gain money, donations, discounts, or other benefits. In the United States, it is not okay. In Canada, it is not okay. In Europe, it's people are still angry about it, but they can maybe get away with a bit more, but we're trying to stop that. But all in all, it is agreed in most places it's not okay to pretend to have been to war. It's ironically fitting that I found this Anna Kuntar around Veterans Day or Remembrance Day, depending if you're in the US or if you're in Canada. At the time that I found her, she only had 3 likes and 3 followers. However, I will note that while I cannot see this Anna Kunter's page anymore, because as you'll see, I've been blocked, there are a number of other Anna Kunters left up on Facebook, still scamming, still with her pictures. Her name obviously is not, well, not obviously, but I'm pretty sure it's not Anna Kunter. Maybe it is. I did not do reverse image searches on this. I just knew that this was not real. The one that I had been speaking to, of course, is saying that she's U.S. military, armed forces, and apparently in Syria at the time. I will admit that at the time I did not know anything was going on in Syria, because there hadn't been for a long time. So I thought that there still was nothing going on in Syria. Turns out there was, but doesn't matter. I was still angry with this woman. Man, thing. Less than human. Of course, updated on the 2nd of October, when she'd started this, she had only had these 2 pictures, just the A and this face of this beautiful woman whom she'd stolen. Hey, Birch, how are you? And how's the weather at your? She asks me on a Monday morning at almost 5 a.m. How's the weather at my what? I came back at almost 8 a.m. I'm okay. How are you? Okay, well, your choice to ignore me all day after you initiated chat was bold. I know it's not quite 6 a.m. in your country. I cut that off, sorry. Well, sorry. I've been busy working. I'm good. Thank you for caring. Where are you from? She asks. Sure, I had said in response to her being busy, and I told her I'm from Queensland. That is a nice place, she tells me. It's a large area of land. What bit of it do you like the most? Well, of course, here we go. I'm from Dallas, Texas, deployed here in Syria for a mission. I am a United States Air Force deployed here in Syria. Because it's so nice, you gotta say it twice. What? No, she's just stupid. It is still stupid. I said about being from Dallas. I really miss home and I can't wait to get out of the desert soon. And all of the Anna Kunter, well, at least all the ones I've seen, all has the tagline, I miss home. What do you mean? She said in response to my thumbs up about missing her home. So tell me, what mission do you think you are meant to be on? I'm sure most Monday must have been the hardest on you, and I had meant to say last Monday because it was Veterans Day slash Remembrance Day slash whatever day any other country has in November that they honor their fallen and fighting soldiers. Mondays are always a busy day, but it is 01:02 hours, she says. Thursday early morning. What do you work? No, I said about the time and day. I said Monday past must have been hard, which is what I meant, but whatever. And then I reminded her about my asking her about Queensland, and she said, I visit GC in 2018. We, my late man. What do you work? And so I gave her 3 question marks about that and told her that I'm a curator. That's good to know, and I meant Gold Coast. I thought you said you are from Queensland. How come you don't know GC? Well, what are you doing at the moment? I said, I do. That's not the part of your sentence that was confusing. The quote, we, my late man, end quote, was what I was confused about because, well, some may make fun of those down in Texas. There ain't no Texan that I know of that says, we, my late man. Just saying. And no, I'm not making fun of Texans. You all have big stuff down there, you hear? And I know most of you are absolutely lovely people. Sorry. This just gets more and more. Right now, I'm answering your questions, I said to her. Are you there? I'm going back to sleep. Yeah, I just answered you. Are you there? Talk to you later, she says. It's not even that late, LOL. Yes, she yells at me. Okay. It is late here. It is 1:42 hours. Sure. And I gave a thumbs up. Get some rests. Don't stress. You seem nice and worth talking to. And I gave her a love heart for her trouble. Are you happily married with kids? Nope. You? Well, I'm single with no kids. I lost my late man, some years back in car accident, June 2018. Sorry, I just got interrupted. Well, I'm single with no kids. I lost my late man some years back in a car accident in June 2018. I'm 32. How old are you? Late man. That's an odd way of saying your partner died. I'm about 25 years older than you actually are, give or take. I'm sorry he died. You must miss him, I said. Of course I do. Sometimes life hits us with unexpected things that take you away. I just have to be strong and move on. So you're 57 years old? She asks. No, sometimes. The strongest thing you can do is to acknowledge your feelings. Yes, you must move on, but if you don't allow yourself to heal from it, you will never know peace, which she loved hearts. And I said, sure, to me being 57. I'm 57, about as much as she is 32. Thank you for your concern. Honestly, you are a nice and kind man, she tells me. I always always try to be nice and kind. Life is too short to be otherwise, I said. Exactly, and honest matters a lot, according to the scammer. Honesty is a rare trait to have these days. I believe age cannot put two people to be friends. I don't follow, I said, because I didn't. Not trying to take the piss, just your sentence structure is odd. I hate liars and cheaters, says our effing liar and cheater. And yet, they are everywhere. S. I try my best to remain honest. I guess your best is all I can ask of you, other than you actually telling me the truth and be honest about yourself and your situation, right? I just know that so many people are wicked and heartless, said my heartless, wicked scammer. Those who clap loud are the worst and the first found out. Well, I'm exhausted. I had a busy day at the camp, so I need to go back to sleep now. Talk to you tomorrow. It would have been only around at that time, about 11 o'clock in Nigeria, p.m., 10, 11, and we know that they are still up at that time. And there's no way at all she was in Syria. It was in Syria. Indeed, it's almost 1 a.m. I came back later. For you. Getting rest is very important. It is okay anyway. I will need to be out the door in a few minutes to start my day, I told her. Hi. How are you doing? Can't complain, I said. Sorry I was busy at the control room when your message came through. Sure. Can't do anything about control. How's your day going, handsome? My day is only starting, mate. It's 4:30 in the a.m. It's 23:53 hours, says our definitely military personnel. Well, I enjoy talking to you. Though I don't make use of Facebook, I would like to stay in touch and get to know each other better. What do you say? Oh, my Nigerian prince, what do I say to you? I'm not sure about that. Pretty sure it's earlier, I said, in regards to the time that she was claiming it to be. Well, it was different talking to you too, young man. I wish you much luck in the adventures you tell people that you're on. Maybe Day will chat me up later, nah? How do you mean? I mean, that if you feel like it, chat me up whenever. I know you don't make this account by accident, so you will use it from time to time when you're not on other platforms with other clients. It's just my way of saying you can talk if you feel like it. There is an application here that I use to keep conversations with my troops, and it's called Zangy. I'd like to invite you over there because that is the only place that you can get me where I am in the base, so that we can stay in touch to know more about each other. So, to summarize, she only talks to her troops on Zangy, and Zangy's the only place in which I can talk to her when she's on the base. Therefore, now that she's talking to me on Facebook, she's not on base. Where is she? Probably the moon with Elon Musk and his Tesla flying cars. Fuck's sakes. Manchi. We can just as easily get to know each other, or get to know ourselves here, as long as we are truthful about our situation and aren't clapping. If they no wanna talk, no walla, I just don't feel the need to be moving when everything is right here. I'm not the kind of person who likes a bunch of apps. Sorry. Like, for real, I tend to forget what app I have and don't talk on them because I get overwhelmed. Know what I mean? Actually, it's a more a case of I get focused on one app and I just ignore all the other apps, and then they're just useless sitting there, you know, collecting dust and chats that I'm never going to read. So, yeah, you can come. It was supposed to be here, but I said heart. You can come here every now and then and yarn me Tori, and I will listen, no problem. Is it okay if you say so? Yes, okay. I will wait to hear from you one day. That was November 14th, so I tried again in December. Man, she housed the hustle, but I couldn't send it because our man, troglodyte, had blocked me. So, thus ends my adventure with Anna T. Kunter, my second stolen valor asshat, who thought I was a man and I knew he was a man. I do hope you, enjoyed is a loose term I'm going to use with this one. This video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and a like, maybe a subscribe if you're feeling a little lucky there. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe out there because I care.